Hello everyone, Brian Gilbert with FansRaise. I just wanted to put together a quick walkthrough video to demonstrate how simple and easy it is to put together an organizational campaign for your crowdfunding needs. Now, the first level of that would be that by this point you will have already stopped by the FansRaise website, checked it out, said, this looks pretty neat, and set yourself up with an account. So those accounts, all accounts are free. But you basically just have to set up a username and a password. And then the next step would be to set up your organization. So this is a test account inside of our testing environment. I've already set up an organization. I can create a second one if I want, but I'll just show you what that looks like. So the create organization function is pretty easy. Basically, you just give us a little bit of biographical information on your ensemble, the name, the time zone you're in, and then a quick description. Now, what this does is this actually triggers us to do a quick validation of the organization and you as its leader. So mainly what we wanted to do in creating FansRaise is we really wanted to avoid any kind of questions in terms of legitimacy of campaigns, whether or not somebody was authorized to be setting something up like this. So we just want to make sure if you're the band director, if you're the orchestra director, if you're the theater musical director, or you're a booster in charge of that type of function, that the person setting this up on the website is in fact validated. So this is my ensemble that I've set up, the Benson Circle Cadets. This is all fictitious, but and in this view, I can put together a new campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, this site is our testing site. So we do a lot of database management behind the scenes and new features. So this site actually moves a little bit slower than our normal production site that you see when you go to fansraise.com. So on a separate document here, I am going to just cut and paste. I'm going to, put together a scenario. My school marching band needs new uniforms, and I've taken the liberty of going ahead and wordsmithing a quick description of the campaign. Again, this wizard, this three-step wizard, is going to essentially walk you through setting up your campaign page that will be public-facing. So this is something that you can do. You can save it and come back to it and continually tweak it. There's some editing tools here for your use as well. You can embed images and things into this, but I'm going to skip that for right now, just to kind of keep it simple. One question we sometimes get are ensemble rosters. What is that about? Well, to keep it simple, we're going to keep it all members, but you can upload rosters. So what we envisioned with this is, let's say you're a band director, and you not only are in charge of your concert band, symphonic band, your jazz band, but also indoor percussion, indoor color guard, marching band. So you've got all these different lists of kids. And one thing we know about music programs is typically the same kids are involved in a bunch of activities, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So you can actually segment your entire member list into different rosters. We don't need to do that. That'll probably be a functionality that we'll demonstrate in a separate video. Now I'm going to go ahead and put together my landing page. So this step is really going to be all about putting together the images. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a few images. These are just some things that I've pulled off the web. So just bear with me here. I like that one. That one sort of fits. I'll choose another. Let's just do one more here. And since we're doing uniforms, I thought it might be interesting to have a rendering of what maybe the new uniforms might look like. So I'm going to go ahead and hit upload. And there are my images. All right. This one in particular, because of the layout, I've actually pre-prepped that image by putting a filter mask over it to make it a little darker. So you can see that this is a little underexposed. I'm going to click this leaf, and what that's going to do is that's going to make that the feature banner image. So every time this thing is shared on social media, that image will be the one that carries with it. And we also do something else special with that image in just a little bit. Now, in terms of a video, a lot of our clients that we're talking to are planning on putting together a short little feature video. All you really need to do something like that is a camera or an iPhone. Doesn't need to be too terribly elaborate. If you're interested, visit fansraise.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and take a look at a couple of our past campaigns. The groups have done a phenomenal job putting together a video featurette that really frames the request and what they're looking to accomplish. So basically, you can take any video that's out there on YouTube. It just has to be hosted somewhere, and you can add that. Now, you can also drag and drop these images and reorder them if you want. I like to put the video up front. The banner image doesn't really matter because that's going to be separate. And then I'm going to click next. So now, in terms of a goal, let's just throw out a number. Let's say it's $60,000 for this campaign to furnish our marching ensemble with new uniforms. The campaign can actually be set up so that the organization would benefit from 100% of the profit revenue. You can also set these up for member campaigns. So let's say that you have a big band trip to London coming up and you want to create an opportunity for your kids to really pad their trip accounts, maybe to pay deposits or any kind of out-of-pocket fees for that trip. You can actually set it up where 100% of the profit goes to the kids, goes to your students, and then we would export obviously payment and then also an accompanying report that delineates who made what and who gets what credit. The other thing you can do is you can share this. So if you want to go 50-50 org to member, or if you want to go 80-20, you can also do that. So just in terms of simplicity, this is a capital purchase. Usually the kids aren't a part of any uniform purchase of this significance. So let's make this 100% for the organization. Let's say we're going to get this kicked off on Thursday the 15th. And let's say we're going to run this through the end of August. Take us right up to when school starts. And then you click Save the Campaign. It's very important if you make any changes, if you come back and re-edit this campaign, you always want to go to step 3 and you want to go ahead and click that campaign. So I actually have a duplicate in here of this same campaign, but if you go to this icon is your dashboard. It's where your gauges and all your measurement would be. And you can see we don't have any donations. We don't have anything daily going on. We don't have any members that are earning accolades in terms of their motivation or their behavior as part of your campaign. These are all things that are gamified and are really embedded in our program. But I can click the campaign URL. Now you can see that the title here has been superimposed on this image. That's why I darkened it. Now this is something we can manually adjust and fix a little bit, or I can show you something better. If you would like to edit that campaign, just come over here and click Edit. And if you want, you can shorten this up a little bit. You're going to want to advance next, all the way to level 3, and then click Update Campaign. Now those changes, there it is, have been reflected. So here you've got the obligatory, percent to goal gauge that we have. We have the big fat donate to the campaign. You can see how many supporters have donated to date. There's also quite a bit of sharing. In fact, maybe we have too much sharing on the site, but it's never a bad thing. And you can see here that we now have a picture carousel of those images that have been uploaded. If I could make a suggestion, and this is actually that URL on YouTube that I pointed to, was just one of our promotional videos that we put together for FansRaise. I could tell you that if you really want to try to drive the buy-in from your students and your members, try to have them take part in the assembly of the campaign. Even if it's wordsmithing the description of the campaign, contributing some images, or even getting your maybe your student leadership, your drum majors and section leaders or captains involved in filming the launch video for the campaign. So that campaign is not live yet. Now this basically stays in a hidden state until you go to your organization, and you're actually going to go to membership, and you're going to go to manage members. Now, you have no members yet because to this point you have not uploaded or added any members manually, which is something you can do. You can add these members in one by one, or what's typically easiest is you upload a list of the members. So if you click on that, there's just a simple file upload. It's a CSV format. And then actually, if you click there for help, you can see what the spreadsheet, the CSV file should look like. So it's email, first, last name. That's pretty much all we need. And this is probably information that you already have available to you easy enough, conveniently enough. You just have to basically cut and paste it into a new CSV file. All right. Once that is uploaded, that will trigger the system to send each of your students, each of your members, a welcome email. So before you upload this, you're going to want to have the group discussion with your membership and possibly your parents and let them know, hey, we're embarking on a new crowdfunding campaign using a site called FansRaise. You're going to be seeing some emails from FansRaise. We need everybody to take part, and we'll film a separate video altogether that really talks about the best practices on how to actually position a campaign for best success. So I'm going to go ahead and back all the way out to the homepage. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to email us at info@fansraise.com. And you please visit our FAQs. The FAQs on the site are pretty robust. We're adding to this all the time. And also, if you're looking for some good tips and tricks, go ahead and visit our blog. We've got a lot of great content there as well. Both on-site content that pertains specifically to our platform, but then also other best practices in terms of large group fundraising as well. I'm sure you and your boosters, directors and boosters alike, can find some value there. Please reach out to us if we can be of service, and visit fansraise.com. Thanks again. Have a great day.